Yeah.
What's up?
Aaron Smith can't lose. I'm back.
Yes.
Took a week off.
You're still
a well-rested week off, well-deserved week off. I had to get the fuck out of here for a little bit.
Yeah,
but I'm back. So I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Lovable co-host, Mr. Jeffrey Frazier. Fuck all colonizers. Colonizers die. A horrible, burning, smoldering death.
The views and the opinions. No, let me stop. Of Jeffrey Frazier is only Sure, but anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. Lot to talk about. Little time to talk about it. We'll get as much as possible as we can. Got a few people calling in. So that should be fun. How was your week, Jeff?
My week was good, man. I just got a call from your boy from Arnold's Drunken Head. I'm going to perform on November 8th.
Is that Eddie Messinelli?
Yes, it is.
Big shout out to Eddie Messinelli.
Eddie, yay. Great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to perform. Earlier this week, I actually went to a casting agency, and they took my picture, and they said they'll get back to me. They also took my Instagram and Twitter information, so they're going to utilize that, too. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, you got to get your foot in the door somehow, right?
Yeah, you're goddamn right. Yeah. I just need to make sure this paperwork gets through so I can get my money every week, and everything will be cool. Everything will be good.
I dig it. Well, like I said, I just got back from Atlantic City Wednesday. Grandmother has a timeshare out there, and she decided me to come. I brought my girl with me. She stayed the weekend because she had to go back to work. But me and her stayed the Wednesday. Made a couple bucks, can't complain. Hung out. For real, drunk my ass off. I'm drinking now, so it is what it is.
That's good.
It's a really cool place. It's kind of like it's in a hotel setting, but it's like she has pretty much her own apartment. Just like a room is literally like a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. How's the comedy scene over there in Atlantic City?
We got bumped into on the boardwalk, because there's all kind of strange characters on the boardwalk anyway. Mm-hmm. But I think it's called Atlantic City Comedy Club. They're on that strip, and they were, selling plug-in tickets and everything. But I'm not too sure about that. We do have somebody calling in for that. Latisse Clapper, so she does work with them, so maybe possibly, I'm not sure, maybe she can probably talk about that and help you with that, because I'm not very friendly, I guess. Well, this is my thing. I treat people how I've treated, and that's how I think it should be. And so if you're gonna be cool with me, I'll be cool with you. If you're gonna be a dick to me, I'll fucking be a dick to you.
And there's a lot of flaky people in this business, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I just saw the funniest thing on the internet. A friend of mine, I'm not gonna shout him out because he's cool as shit, but he sent me something on Messenger, and this is this comedian named Marissa Smith, right? And I used to work with her here and there, and she was cool until she took a bad joke the wrong way. And we're supposed to be comedians, and we're not supposed to take anything seriously. But I guess she just thought it was too serious. I don't actually remember exactly what the joke was.
What was the joke? Because I know her. I don't know. For what I hear,
well, if you breathe
Smith,
on her the wrong way, she gets mad.
What I hear from Melissa Smith is that she's a black feminist comedian, which I don't have personally. Don't have.
It's like an oxymoron.
Shit, I don't personally have a problem with her.
I don't have a problem with her anyway. I just think she's a bitch. It's just an observation.
Well,
Hi, Marissa. Fucking cunt.
Oh, damn.
Moving on.
The views expressed by Aaron.
You damn right.
It's only expressed by Aaron.
You fucking right. Shit, I got people to co-sign this shit. I don't need you to do that. Fuck out of here.
Shit.
Fucking it. But anyway, I saw this shit and it had me dying. The guy basically, I don't even know who he was, but he basically said that she was the ugliest thing he ever seen, and that if she had just take her pictures down, that he could be fine, so he wouldn't throw up. And I really, if I ever seem to find this guy, I want to shake his hand. I want to give this guy a fucking beer, because quite honestly, he took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, well, I personally don't have a problem with the woman, but they say that ugly female comedians are supposed to be funny. So is she funny?
Next question. I mean, it's not my kind of funny. I mean, everybody's humor is different. And realistically, I'm a low level, so really, my opinion doesn't really matter. So this is why the show is called Aaron Smith Can't Lose, because literally I can't, because I'm going to come on here and say what the fuck I want. What they going to do, ban me? Ooh.
Shit.
You know, ooh, I'm going to say. Like, she tried that shit with another comedy friend of mine, and I put him on the show. And I put him on the show at the same time she was billed. So, like I said, you know, I don't give a damn. You know, like I said, it is what it is. And like I said, you know, if I could find that guy, I might just put that on my IG letter. Like, dude, if this is you, please message me. I want to know where you're at, so I can basically, I owe you a drink, man.
Well, I
Good
hope it's
shit.
one of the. I
Hilarious.
hope it ain't one of these goddamn alt-right alt-right dudes, because you know she's a feminist. She probably says something offensive to the.
Well,
alt-right
just
and she
hoping
gets
her mouth is offensive.
Oh God.
I'm on fire today.
Yeah, man, you on a roll today.
She is on the number one on the kiss my ass list. Like, you know, really excited. And like I said, I tried. Like I said, you know, it's 50-50. Sometimes you do some stuff that aren't cool and like that. But I don't think I did anything seriously crazy, you know, except for that bad joke. Like I said, but we're comics and we're supposed to, like, you have a sense of humor.
Does she do a bringer show? It's that purse show she does, right?
Yeah, it's that bullshit. Yeah.
She hands out free purses. I actually went to your purse.
Yeah, I remember
show.
that shit.
I went there.
A friend of mine who actually won that that show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, it was a guy, but you know, whatever. I guess he'll give it to his wife or whatever.
I personally don't have a problem with her. I never knew her to be flaky, to my understanding. I never know.
She's more flaky than Pillsbury. But anyway, you know. Like, there's a lot of people on my shit list. We'll get to that. But I want to jump into some top stories. I never thought I would see this in my lifetime. I never would imagine that someone would be, a person of color would be lynched in 2018. And, I mean, it's possible. It has happened. The gentleman, Danye Jones, who is basically the son of a Ferguson protester, and he was killed basically by lynching, and I find this disgusting.
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, this president, whether he knows it or not, has empowered the wrong type of people.
Oh yeah,
people that should keep all the way their mouths shut, man. And the thing is that it's lynching. You know, I don't know what we to do, because the Republicans don't give a shit about us and the Democrats keep pacifying us. You know, everybody's telling us to come out to vote. Like, well, what the fuck?
Well, supposedly there are a lot of people on my page, and there are a lot of people like pretty much online talk about this blue wave. I'm like, pump your brakes. I would basically see what happens on Tuesday and go from there. There are a lot of battleground states, whether it be Texas, whether it be Florida, whether it be Arizona, all those other things. New York, you know, it's pretty much cut and dry here. There's really not a lot of things going on here. I believe that Andrew Cuomo will be reelected, and all the other officers that the incumbents will be reelected. So there's really nothing going to happen there.
Well, the New York State, you know, you have a lot of Republicans pretending to be Democrats.
Oh, yeah, I agree, including the governor.
Your governor is a fucking Republican.
Oh, by far.
Because I'm a Democrat. No, you're not. You're a freaking Republican. You ain't fooling me. And Mayor de Blasio fucking up the projects, not fixing up the projects. Like
they were fucked anyway. He's just making it worse. But I mean, like, quite honestly, I put my application in. I'm still waiting. Shoot, I'm not trying to pay electricity.
Yeah,
I grew up in the project. It don't bother me.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either, because it's funny. This city has become so expensive that people are actually happy to live in the projects.
We can actually thank de Blasio's predecessor, Bloomberg, for that shit.
Bloom bitch, Mayor
for sure.
Bloom bitch.
Yeah, with that nasally, like somebody stepping on his nuts.
The
and
stop
stuff.
and frisk cuck that like to get off on black men being groped by a bunch of white police officers.
That's some gay shit.
Yeah, he's a rat bass. And yeah, Rudolph Giuliani, the cross-dressing Oompa Loompa, the fucking midget fucking mayor that cross-dresses.
Vampire, that's what I call him. He needs some sunlight, some something, because that dude is pale as fuck.
I heard that he got divorced
He married his cousin.
He married his cousin.
Yeah.
He's an incested relationship.
I'm not surprised. I mean, look at him. He looked like he's a product of incest.
Oh,
You really think about it.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is that
Can we get a fact checked on that? Was is Giuliani's parents cousins or something like that? We'll do that during the break. But anyway, I'm sorry, boss. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, and his daughter is for shoplifting, and the reason why she has a shoplifting problem because her ass is remedial.
The R word. Ooh.
Nah, her ass is remedial. You know, she gotta be freaking. She gotta be a Riri baby because her damn parents is incest.
Well, this is what happens when you have sex under the influence of high-end drugs, I'm assuming, because when you're rich, you have access to that. So I'm not surprised. I mean, if you look at Baron Trump, that something obviously is wrong with him.
Yeah,
And,
I don't like to hear the fact that these damn nasty fucking white politicians got their damn wives and their damn side pieces snorting cocaine off of their testicles. I don't want to hear that
What
shit.
That's some Wolf of Wall Street shit. I think did you ever see that movie? He smoked crack out the bitch's ass. It was hilarious.
That shit is hilarious. What a life.
Oh, he's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
I would
man.
love to talk to him one day.
Throw a fucking midget at
Jordan Belfort, hilarious.
midget throwing.
Oh yeah, they snubbed DiCaprio that year. He should have won the Oscar for that shit. Definitely.
They keep snubbing DiCaprio.
Oh, he finally got one for the getting a bear fucking him in the ass.
Yeah, that bestiality. He got mauled. I don't know what he got mauled or he was a victim of a bear rape. Like,
I didn't see it, but I saw clips of it, and
Hairy
it didn't
bear.
look good at all. It didn't.
let me tell you something. I bet you now there's a rumor that there's a gay mafia in Hollywood, right? There's this stupid rumor. When all the damn people in Hollywood saw them get mauled by a hairy bear, they was like, ew, give him an award.
Like in the window, right?
It's like, yes.
Probably got real hard in the theater and shit.
Nasty bastards.
Basically,
Hollywood is nasty.
It is what it is, man. I already said that. I'm pretty much, I'm happy with my career as of yet, because I'm pretty much in control of it. And I'm sorry, I am in control of it. But I don't, like I said, like Paul Mooney would say, I'm not Hollywood, I'm hood. And some people really don't like, that. I'm like, you have to, adapt to, but that's fine. But you don't conform though. That's my thing. And my issue is with a lot of comedians who basically either they say, yeah, I'm going to show up, and then they make a fucking bitch fit about, oh, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm like, you tell me this on the day of. I remember there was a guy that actually did that shit on my first show, my first booking show, my first book show for Broadway Comedy Club, and Mel Harris, that was his name. Yeah, yeah. Fucking looks like James Harden on crack. But anyway, so like he goes and he basically is like, well, I'm not. I'm trying to get to the stage. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. I'm like, dude, it's like a half hour for the show, and you're the headliner, and you telling me this now. Now, if you'd have told me this yesterday, I probably would have been able to swing it. But I had to do what I have to do. You have in this business, you have to adapt and all that other stuff. So, hi, Mel. Fuck you too. So anyway,
yeah, well, if you have people that flakes out like that consistently, then that means that they're not serious, and you don't have to do business with them.
That's why that was one. With me, with that, it's one and done. You don't get second chances with me. And I have people like that. Oh God, let it go, let it go. I'm like, no. I said I did let it go, but you know what? My problem is I'm always letting it go. I'm not going to do that anymore. Like I said, It's cool to be cordial and stuff like that, but when the motherfucker continue to do that, and it seems to be always your own people first, so like that you have a problem with that, it's perfect issue, obviously like that. So if anybody has a problem with, or issue or a concern or anything they have to whatever I say, I welcome you. I invite you to come on the show and debate me. I give you an open invite to come over here and speak your piece. And speak your mind.
Even Marissa Smith.
Even Marissa Smith, even though she can't even spell flow Empire Radio at the moment. But anyway, yeah, she's no longer with us here in the studio. She went somewhere else, some shit like that. I don't give a fuck. I mean, she doesn't listen to my show. Why the fuck should I listen to hers? So, but like her and Mel Harris and I know you know this name, Bob DeBono.
Ah, Bob DeBono.
Yeah, that piece of shit.
Oh, I actually did a show with him a couple of times. He always imitates Trump.
That's all. That's his shtick. That's all he's got. He's a fucking hack.
Hey, man, I've never had a problem with. So
like
tell me what happened with Bob DeBono.
This is when I first did comedy, and then one show with him, and it was fine. And then there was another one where I had to cancel because I didn't have anybody. He caught it like a real bitch fit, like real attitude and stuff like that. And this is me like, okay, I'm not really familiar with the business. I'm still trying to learn, but I'm not going to have you talk to me like this. And basically, he was, dumbing me down and stuff like that. And then when I was defending myself, he basically was like, I was acting ghetto. This was years ago. I was acting ghetto because I was defending myself.
Yeah, but this is what they do in certain comedy clubs. They like to emasculate. Everybody is going to have to go through it in comedy clubs. They like to emasculate the men. They like to shit on a woman.
Of course, because this is what it is.
Bullies.
All the motherfuckers that didn't get pussy in high school or dick, that's basically their shtick. So, or one of the many shticks that they have. So they do that to get over because, oh, I was on Comedy Central, or oh, I had a half-hour special. Congratulations. What I'm Michael Jackson, God rest his soul. I'm like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah,
but realistically, I don't give a shit.
These guys don't have. I don't know him personally, but
I wouldn't want to either.
I don't know him, and I've never had a situation with him. But you have these guys they have TV credits. They've been comedy festivals. They like mid-level comedians.
That's great.
And they never get over the hump. But what they do is they become bookers because they understand the business, and they be bullying the comedians as lower than them.
What have I always called the New York City comedy scene? I've called them the bucket of crabs. Because you have a whole bunch of crabs in one bucket, and when one is almost over the top, you have a whole bunch of them pulling that one right back down. That's what the New York comedy scene is.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you have an issue with what I have to say, and if you're listening to this and you see this right now, like I said, I got a Facebook, I got a Messenger, I got an IG. Please debate me. Please write me up.
And the funny thing is that I've seen
but
this
you won't because you're full of shit.
I see this all over the comedy scene. It makes, up and coming comedians leave the business. Like, I hate to move this in. Like, this. You had that Louis C.K. shit.
Speak your mind, brother.
No, it's that Louis C.K. shit. Like, we can blame it into some gender politics, feminism, but
he's white.
Yeah, and he's white. We can talk about that. It's also the fact that the reason why he's doing that in front of these women because he's showing power. He's doing that to influence power. Like, he picks on women that he knows
that won't say shit.
He picks on women that he knows that will never get far in the damn career.
And that's unfortunate. I mean, like, there's so many bullies in here, and like I said, in business, and quite honestly, they probably can't fight. They probably can't defend themselves. If you were to confront any of these people, they would call the police. So as far as I'm concerned, Lewinsky say, yeah, he was all right, dude. He was pretty funny. But, he pretty much used his skin color to basically get over. They slapped him on the wrist. He stayed out for a little bit, and now he's back.
Oh, yeah, and the New York City Comedy Club let him back in. And a lot of women is pissed. But I'm like, hey.
What can you do? Like, It
is what it is. And if the public wants him back, there ain't shit that we can do about it.
That's a fact, because he got the complexion for the protection, as Mr. Mooney would say.
Yeah.
So, like,
even though he's a Mexican, he's white Mexican.
Oh, God.
He's Mexican. He's white. He's a Spaniard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know Louis C.K. is Mexican?
I don't really pay attention to shit like that, but thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, but the thing is, Louis C.K., he's actually very funny, and he has a unique skill that makes anything funny. Like, he has his way that he delivers his comedy, but my thing is like this. It's like, he's getting the pass because he's a white man.
Well, it has to be.
And a lot of these women, they're not saying anything. They turn their heads. It's like, we are not going to get the same opportunity. It's not just because we're black, because we have an attitude where we don't take no bullshit from no one.
Well, unfortunately, in this business and in a lot of businesses, it's I mean, people can disagree with what I have to say, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it comes down to what can you do for them. That's how you get over, and like a lot of businesses, and unfortunately sometimes in life. And I don't agree with it. I really don't, because it should be about how good you are and what you bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't need to. It shouldn't be sexual favors or any or stuff like that, because realistically, that's in the borderlines of rape.
Yeah, you're absolutely
and
right.
On the flip side, there are a lot of female bookers that do the same shit.
Oh, there's a comedy club. What comedy club is it? Dangerfields? I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor there's an old cougar that likes to have a taste of young, up-and-coming young comedian men. Like young dick.
She works Broadway Comedy Club, too.
Who is she? I wonder.
You know the blonde? The chunky blonde?
Oh,
she's married to one of the other bookers. I think they swing or whatever the fuck have you.
Yeah, they swingers.
Yeah, they're gonna swing with the STDs soon.
Oh yeah, maybe her husband has a cuck.
Hi
fetish.
Julius, hi Kim. Fuck you too.
Maybe they got a cuck fetish. Maybe they need some black D. Maybe I can pipe her down in front of her husband.
Well, you better wrap it up.
Queen of Spades.
I wouldn't recommend it, quite honestly. I treasure my penis. Fuck all that shit. Like I said, we're just having fun. This is Aaron Smith Can't Lose. Don't take everything to heart. This is all fun and jokes, maybe. But it is what it is. Like I said, it's come to the point. Like I said, this show, just you and me talking. This is great. I can do this all day. Like I said, this is a lot easier than booking a show or make sure the comics coming or how many people are going to come to the show or have stuff like that. I still want to do that. I'm not giving up on that. But I feel that this is a better outlet for me for right now. And I'm enjoying it. I love Flow Empire Radio. Yeah. This is like home for me. Yeah, I feel home, stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, there are a lot of men and women in this business equally that are full of shit. Yeah. And they use their little, credits or what, little pull, what have you, stuff like that. I believe that the comedy scene in New York is a really bad version of the mafia. And quite honestly,
the mafia used to own all these comedy clubs back in the day.
I'm not surprised. I still think they might have some kind of pulling in it as well. Well, that's okay, because I got mafia ties too. Fuck with me.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
But I'm saying, like back in the old days, the mafia used to run the shit. So it's funny. It's like everybody in the world's just copying off of mafia when it comes to extortion.
Well, I think the biggest mafia and the biggest gang is obviously law enforcement and government.
Oh, of course. They learned from the mafia.
Oh, by sure.
They got rid of the mafia, and then they took the mafia's place.
Basically, and they're the underlings now. Just like have you, what the fuck have you, let's put it like this. I consider also the comedy scene like a really bad episode of Game of Thrones. Like, there's no fucking, there's no dragons. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of Machiavellian politics that goes on in the comedy scene.
And the thing is that they really don't know what the fuck they're doing. And, and people could be like, oh, I can't believe he said that. I'm like, listen, I've been holding this in for a long time. And a lot of people have been like, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I have let it go, like I said earlier. And I think this is time for me to basically say, in a nice way, go fuck yourself. Because quite honestly, if you met me 5-10 years ago, I probably would have knocked your fucking head off. But I'm not going to do that because I'm on class 61 out of 100 for anchor management, and I'm not going back.
Yeah.
So
I tell you,
that's a Cat Williams joke, by the way.
Yeah, class 61 in anchor management.
But I look at the grades. I study the grades, and that's where I come from. I'm old school, and I think that's why I don't get along with a lot of these new guys, because I mean, to each their own. That's what you like to do, perfectly fine. But as far as I'm concerned, that's not for me. Like hanging out and going back from club to club. You might get on, you might not get on. Like I ain't got time for this shit. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go fuck my girlfriend. I'm gonna play some Street Fighter 5 and I'm going to sleep.
I heard that. And here's the thing. Let me ask you a question, right?
What's up?
Have you ever been into a comedy school or any one of these comedy schools or anything like that?
No, why? For what?
Now, here's the thing. I was with Laughing Buddha Comedy. It was owned by Jeff Lawrence. And I paid $50 to go to this class about script writing. And
right.
I learned about script writing.
Right.
It was actually very informative, but where can I get the plug in to connect where I can sit my screenwriting to? I don't know.
It's a gratuitous marketing ploy, and it's only to line the pockets of the people who run that thing.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest with you, more power to you. I mean, money talks and bullshit walks, so that's fine. But my thing is, like, I consider myself a student of the game.
Yeah,
and
you have to be a student of the game.
I've always loved to write ever since I was in school. I've wrote short stories ever since 2nd or 3rd grade.
Even in King? We
yeah.
was very cynical in King,
oh, yeah.
both of us.
Well, that was my best material if you really think about it. You know?
We should talk about Martin Luther King.
All right, let's talk about that. We're going to take a little break, and me and Jeffrey are going to talk more shit, and I'll probably curse another couple more people out. This is Aaron Smith Can't Lose podcast on the FLO Empire.
No
Radio.
problem. Take care.
We'll be right back.
Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you my nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, there be no fronting. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stunning. Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you my nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, there be no fronting. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stunning. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? So close to the money, I can see it coming. Watch me make it squirt, wet like vaginas. No cosigners, big like designers. My fashion all black, rockin' camo. Black Timberlands, I call Timbos. If I wish a nigga dead, that's revenge though. Screw the silencer on tight and watch his melon blow. I got demons of my own, my shit be suicidal. Mama friend's son killed himself with the rifle. If you don't believe me, I swear right hand on the Bible. My life changed for the better, they gon' say it's worse. Cause I ain't outside banging out there putting work. When niggas outside dying trying to move that work. How can I wish 100 goons to really pray for me? When living out there in them trenches is like slavery. Father forgive me, that the haters leave them 6 feet. Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you my nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, there be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stuntin'. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? My life changed for the better, they gon' say it's worse. Cause I ain't outside banging out there putting work. I had to bring that part back just to remind myself. My cousin died, I left shorty. Am I myself? I found myself by myself even though I'm taken. Liam Nielsen working hard like a Jamaican. 2 babies, I am the father, where's the bacon? 2 80s, fully loaded, keep noted. Any given day, reloaded, burn notice. Luxury items, I fantasize, big lotus. 4-door, British, European, just dreaming shit. Crib so big, I need an island, overseas and shit. Drop top roof in my kitchen, iced tea and shit. Stars lit up in the ghost, you not seeing shit. Toast all over the butter, obese and shit. You come talking that gutter, watch my pieces hit. Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you my nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, there be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stuntin'. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost run? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? Have you ever heard the engine of the ghost running? If you say you my nigga, let me hold something. Real recognize real, there be no frontin'. Put that money where your mouth is, that's stuntin'. Let's go, let's go. True Empire.
Just in case you ain't know, let me get more familiar. Just trying to spread love, you know that hate could kill ya. I'm trying to see what's up, let me make one phone call. You know I got all my digits right, and now I need yours. I can be seconds away from just tasting you, taking you down. You can be waking up naked, just looking around. I can be who you've been waiting for, right in your face all along. And I can be the one you're looking for, or I could be wrong. I know you. Sick of them boys from around the way now. And I know you wanna get away. Let me take you to a place where everything up, everything. Seeing all them boys just like to play now. Baby, I ain't coming here for games. Let me put you on this plane where everything up, but just don't touch my shit, my shit.
Go ahead, let me talk my shit.
My shit.
Oh yeah, my shit.
Yeah.
Little girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit.
Baby girl, let me talk my shit.
My shit.
Let me grab my nuts like that.
Yeah.
Hey, let me talk my shit.
You could be tanning in the south of France or on beaches in Mexico. Laying this stand with your top of my hand, your bottom is Mexico. Girl, you've been dealing with amateurs, time to get you a professional. I'm cocky, girl, yeah, I know. I love me, I let it show. Flying an issue for ya. You already got your paper. Whole world I can show ya. Let me be the one to take ya. They better not come and knocking. We be trying to wake the neighbors. Tell them they sleep tomorrow, or they gon' have to wait. I know you. Sick of them boys from around the way now. And I know you wanna get away. Let me take you to a place where everything up, everything. Seeing all them boys just like to play now. Baby, I ain't coming here for games. Let me put you on this plane where everything up, but just don't touch my shit, my shit.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
My shit.
My shit.
Yeah.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
My shit.
I'ma grab my nuts like that.
Yeah. Let me talk my shit. You can stay here on the ground if you like, or come on the ride of your life. If we could stay in the clouds, why would we ever come down? Never come down. Why would we ever come down? You know I love it when everything up. Just don't touch my shit.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
My shit.
Like that.
Yeah.
Girl, let me talk my shit.
Let me talk my shit. My shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit.
We're back.
Yeah, what's going on?
Those people I mentioned can still fuck themselves
Yes.
with a loaf of bread.
With a loaf of
Stale,
bread.
day old, you know that in the window. That type of bread.
Damn, dude, you're gonna have ass-smelling bread.
Well, I wouldn't eat that. I mean, like, people are like, oh, he's just bitter. And I'm like, no. This is basically just me being mild. Because if you would have really seen me bitter and angry, I said you wouldn't like that. So I'm being nice. It could be weird to think about this as nice, but it is. But you wanted to talk about, because you and me went to Martin Luther King High School.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about
King.
that a little bit. So what's on your mind?
Yeah, well, we went to Horror High School. It was called Horror High School because it was the worst. Well, it was depicted as the worst high school in New York City.
For sure.
There was a lot of fuck shit that was going on in that school. The
Remember,
teachers sucked.
Channel 7 was behind us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they were the first ones there on the scene.
yeah. Oh, because Channel 7 was right down the block.
They were literally behind the fucking building. I remember that shit.
It was across the street.
Yeah, by on 66th Street. Yeah,
Yeah, we
on
was
Broadway.
just sitting there.
Yeah,
And it was me, you, and there was this dude that was younger than us. He was smoking cigarettes. And Miss
I remember
Dickens,
that fucking guy.
And then Miss Dickens went up to him. It's like, yo, put that motherfucking cigarette away.
Didn't she slap it out of his hand? Or
Yeah, some shit. She was like, oh, this is like stupid. Put that fucking cigarette away.
Miss Dickens was hood.
Yeah, they said, put it
God
away.
bless her.
Yeah, God bless her. I saw Miss Dickens in Harlem.
She's still alive?
Oh yeah, she's
the
over.
fuck
I
out of
saw
here. That
her,
old bat.
Yeah, I saw her on 125th Street over there by the superintendent's office over there.
Oh, nice.
You know the main
Yeah,
office
that
is
that
over-
one on 125th and I think St. Nick by Popeyes, something like that.
Correct.
Yeah,
it's right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
All the delinquents be going.
Oh,
there.
for sure. I see them up in there all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going down 125th. Because the GameStop's over there. I buy games over there, and I just pass through and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really crazy. Like it was between. I remember when I was applying for high schools. You do back the shit in the day. It was that, or it was King, or it was Watley High School.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother was like, "Oh, Martin Luther King, prestigious name."
Yeah,
and
my
I was
mother
like,
said the same shit.
Okay. And then I went there, and I'm like, "What in the blue hell
My
did I
mother
get myself
said the
into?"
same shit. My mother was like, well, I had the choice between Norman Thomas and Martin Luther King.
Should have went there.
I should have went to Norman Thomas in
It was
Harlem.
some fly pussy in there.
Oh yeah, because it was Harlem. Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, my mother's like, no, Harlem is too. Harlem, she's bourgeoisie shit. Old Harlem is too much trouble. You need to go to
Sounds like my
Martin
ex-wife.
Luther King, and you need to go.
Hi,
to
Rebecca.
Martin,
Fuck you too.
You need to go to Martin Luther King High School because it's in Manhattan and it's named after Martin Luther King. That school was a crock of shit.
Oh yeah, I think anything named after any like famous person, American, especially a black person, like if you go on the Martin Luther King Boulevard and here in Harlem, like it's gotten better. But back in the day, that shit was I like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, it's gentrified now.
Oh,
you
yeah.
You
For
got
sure.
the damn Huffington Post Beckies with the Amy Schumer
Millennials.
Spanx. They got the Amy Schumer Spanx with the Lena Dunham.
I got a couple of those that live in my building. I know exactly
yeah,
what
they
you're
just
talking about.
walk around looking like cute gentrification dumplings, but
And-
you can't talk to them because if you try to talk to them, you'd be like, "Oh,
I bet they walking
don't
around
talk
with that.
to me."
They walking around with that, Mary Jane Rotten crutch too.
No,
Like I mean, like just because you're pretty doesn't mean exactly that you take care of yourself. You do things well, especially down there. That's a wound. You gotta take care of that.
I tell you, listen, and you need to be careful with these goddamn permit patties and all these damn. White
Oh, for
women
sure,
being-
especially in the comedy scene.
Oh my, yeah. Listen. I want to give out to my comedian friend Jared Solomon. I want to give him a shout out, man, because he's over there in Los Angeles and he's script writing and he's doing all his thing. God bless him.
Big
He
shout
moved
out
over
to
there.
him. All right.
Let me give him a round of applause, guys. Shout out to Jared Solomon. And the thing, me and Jared Solomon.
All right, that's enough.
And the thing that Jared Solomon used to talk about is like a lot of white women don't like to come up to the black comedians. It's very rare.
I mean, you get those like Britney Spears / Pink bitches that are really like gangster with it, and they just go there. But most of the time, they got a Dennis Rodman face and a 12-year-old boy body, so I'm good. I'm like, chicks with no titty, chicks with no titty trying to flirt. I'm like, chill, young man. That's okay. Nice to meet you, but no thanks.
I know this good comedian of mine. I ain't gonna say her name, but she's one of those white comedians. She's an Italian comedian, and she's into black guys. And it's funny because every time she has a fucked up relationship, she always go to the book. She always come to the comedy club drunk.
Sounds like Lisa Lampanelli a little bit.
Nah, but Lisa Lampanelli is she's lying. She only had one black man in
I
her
know.
life. She's a liar. This woman is really about the fucking.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know.
This woman right here is really on her.
I know Lisa's full of shit.
Yeah, she's really on her Mandingo grind. Like,
well,
she
more
really
power
likes
to
the
her.
Black D, and she's actually very funny. And it's funny because she always talking about her damn. Oh, I got hippopotamus thighs. I got this big hippopotamus thighs. And when I was in college, all of the Skeletor white bitches used to Skeletor.
Took it back to He-Man.
Hell yeah, Skeletor white bitches.
Yeah, He-Man.
That was one of the best villains ever.
Skeletor.
You know, him and Cobra Commander and all those guys. Mumra.
I love Mumra. Thundercats.
Who else?
Yeah, so
Well, we'll get back to that.
this Skeletor white bitch, and I'm looking at her thighs. I'm like, God damn, honey, there ain't nothing wrong with your thighs. Sexy.
But the problem with a lot of like white gentlemen is that they like them olive oil looking bitches. And I'm like, okay, that's your preference, but quite honestly, like when you are blessed, you know, in that area, as like I am, and most black men, I'm pretty sure you are as well. Most of them chicks can't take the meat, son. Like, you know, I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt nobody, you know.
Yes, we need
not in a bad way.
Cushion. Yes, you need to have a nice. But there are the white girls that got that pog. They got that big.
Oh, pretty ass white
fucking-
girl, for sure. I dig that.
Yeah,
I
they
watched
got
that on Braziers and all that.
Yeah, they got
for
that
sure.
pog. They got that
for
pog
sure.
booty.
I mean, I you know, in between, you know, me seeing my girl, you know, I gotta release the Kraken, you know.
At least you got a girlfriend, man. I'm
You'll
stale.
get there, man. You'll get there. Come on
Man.
now. Focus on you for right now. Focus on your career. Focus
all
on getting
hail
money.
MGTOW and men right activism. That's all I'm saying.
This
all
nigga.
hail, yeah. MGTOW.
This fucking guy.
MGTOW.
So
Boo.
basically, so we got this guy Trump talking about he wants to change the birthright law. What you think about that?
Well, here's the thing. I think these white people are getting tired of the Chinese and the Russians coming over here and making these anchor babies and being dual citizenship.
Well, that's been since forever. They
Yeah,
can't
that's
change.
always happened. But
So there's no really like you all of a sudden now you feel like changing it, like fuck
yeah,
there.
because you know they're scared. They just, you know, at least we can say something about the tangerine fascist President Anglo-Saxon. At least he's staying on brand. He's staying.
For sure.
He's on brand.
Oh, he is using the playbook and he's reading it cover to cover. We all know that. But I told people, I'm like, I ain't worried about him. I'm worried about these motherfucking followers because they the ones that doing this dirty work. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of politics, I know you don't want to talk about this guy.
Who?
Kanye West.
What about Oh, I know. I know what you want to talk about. Go there, please. Do that. Please go there.
Kanye West is saying, "Oh, I've been used.
No shit.
Motherfucker, you was losing money. That's what happened. You was losing money, fucking with that swirling ass heifer, Candace Owens.
Right.
Swirling Republican heifer. You was fucking with that hack.
Basically. You know, I have no ill will feelings to Kanye West, but also I don't feel bad for him either anyway, because you know, you made your bed in there and you're going to sleep in it. You know, as far as I'm concerned, he's a musical genius. He has always been great. Last couple of albums were kind of shit, in my opinion. But quite honestly, with him, you know, I get this shit too on my Facebook, especially with a lot of these comedians, you know, from like the Chicago and the Midwest, because they know that's where he's from. And, you know, they support and they defend him, and that's perfectly fine. But my thing is this, like, you know, you align yourself with a guy like Trump, and you know what he's about, and you know what he's going for. And, you know, it's not about just him not liking minorities, especially black people. Trump don't like nobody.
Yeah.
And my thing is, you know, people complaining and bitching about him, look, he's going to do whatever he wants to do anyway, period. As far as I'm concerned, we need to focus on them supporters, them people that's doing his groundwork, and we need to make sure them motherfuckers ain't doing dumb shit.
What do you think about this Blacksit? You know, there's a whole
black shit? Michael Blacksit?
No, it's called Blacksit. Candace Owens is
Oh,
coming out.
like the Brexit of Blacksit, some shit like
yeah,
that.
we're gonna leave the Democratic Party. All black.
Do what the
people.
fuck you want. I mean, quite honestly, you know, the Democrats and the Republicans are pretty much one and the same. The only thing that there's different between these two is that they're placed in the dictionary, but that's about it. I mean, like, you know, we're gonna touch about. We got a phone call or we got something going on. All right, yeah, you can put them through, whoever that is. I don't know who it is. This is Aaron Smith. Can't lose. You're on the air. Hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Wow.
But I don't know. Technical difficulties, ladies
we
and
having
gentlemen.
technical difficulties.
Yes. The Illuminati is trying to shut down the show.
Yes. We started to talk about politics. And then
Yeah.
they started
Talk
to
about
come
their
get
boy,
it.
that orange fuck stick.
The tangerine fascist.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Nicole Spain, calling out of Philly.
Hey, Nicole.
What's going on, Nicole?
What's going on?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? Happy Friday.
Happy
All right,
Friday.
same to you.
Yeah, thanks.
So what's going? All right, so Nicole, tell us the good people about yourself. Yeah, you're a comic, you're an actor, you're a writer. So you know, tell the good people about you and what people that may not know exactly, you know, what's up, how you are, or what you're about yourself. Tell us about yourself a little bit.
Oh, well, that was a good synopsis that you gave. Yeah, I'm a comedian. I've been a comedian about 2.5 years. Done numerous mics in the northeast part of the United States. I actually got booked for my first go-away trip in California, December 14th.
Nice.
So hopefully I don't get raped or robbed going over there. So
Well,
I'm
just bring up
trip.
something with you. Come on now. You from Philly? Come on now.
Come on, you
you
ain't
gotta
got a
bring
knife.
something with you.
Oh, no. I'm from Harlem. So
You
that's
better
another
make it.
part of my
Oh, for
description.
sure.
I'm from the
Man,
old Harlem.
you better go to a 99-cent store and get a toothbrush and file that down. Stop bullshitting.
Yeah. Oh, no, I ain't
Shake-
scared. I'm just,
fucking
I'm
shake
excited
mother.
about that. But I'm from the old Harlem. Vacant buildings and crackheads. I'll be all right, you know.
Yeah.
Getting
All
sick,
right.
So,
No problem.
There's still
Yeah.
vacant buildings and crackheads in Harlem.
For sure. Especially where I live.
right. Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
really
selling
happy.
point.
Shout out to the
I got this
crackheads.
radio
Can I get a
thing
round of
going
applause for the crackheads? Woohoo!
Give out a call for crackheads?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Well, they're not crackheads anymore. They're meth heads. They're pill heads. Crack is like, that's like the next level of crack.
Listen,
marijuana.
All right. Well, no. Wait. Whoa.
Oh, he's like, whoa, I ain't no
Hold on a
crackhead.
second. Crack and marijuana do not belong in the same sentence.
They're totally different. Yes,
one
they
is
are.
one is an upper
But-
and one is a downer.
One is natural, one is not.
But in the drug world, to hear somebody is a crackhead, like, oh, okay, that's kind of screwed up to be a crackhead. But it's not.
I see that's
as,
the white part
it's
of
not
you.
as death trap, the death row as the meth and all these pills they got going on, all this other shit out here.
I mean,
You know
to
what I
each
mean?
their own. I mean, if that's what they want to do with themselves and their life, more power to you. But I actually want to crack a joke. It was, I believe, a couple of months ago. It was like a Monday. You know, I live uptown. I'm up there in Harlem, Hamilton Heights, and on 145th,
Okay.
and on 145th Street, there's like a mental health facility, like a doctor's place, whatever have you. And these, you know, people, I guess you want to call them crackheads, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They were having like a union meeting on the corner of 145th Street.
A union meeting?
That's what I kind of call it because you know, like I mean, either was that or they were having like a talk or whatever the fuck what crackheads do. I don't give a fuck.
They
I
was
don't-
having a conversation how they was gonna fry their cocaine.
Oh,
Cocaine.
actually, I'm gonna put you.
Okay,
I'm
isn't
gonna.
crack like the bootleg version of cocaine?
No,
It's
all it
just
is
cooked down.
fried. It's,
It's
just
just cooked
cooked
down.
fried cocaine.
It's just a cheaper way to get
it's
high.
fried cocaine.
I'm mad you know about this shit. I'm mad you know, Aaron. I'm mad you know the details of what the difference is between crack and cocaine. But okay.
It's called Google. But anyway,
No.
so,
It's called past life experience. That's what that shit is.
No.
okay.
I just do the green leaves, sweetheart. But anyway,
Oh,
there
okay.
was
That's all good.
there was
That's
like
all
a union meeting here on over there, and I like you don't want to listen, but they're so loud anyway, like you're gonna hear it anyway. So I hear, oh, don't go down to 145th and St. Nicholas. Johnny got pinched that he down over there in the tombs because he was trying to get some money. So don't avoid St. Nicholas. Go on Amsterdam or Broadway. Don't go on St. Nicholas. I'm like, these motherfuckers here. Like, really? Like, these motherfuckers is having the
fucking meeting
meeting-
where they get
a
their
union
next
meeting.
hit at. They get
Yeah.
their next hit at.
I'm like, I guess
A
he was the
union
delegate. I guess he
meeting.
was the delegate, or have
the
you?
delegate.
I
of the
want. I guess they were
crackheads.
taking notes of the brown paper bag.
What?
I don't know. I'm just joking. You know how. it is.
Put my shit in a lunchbox. Like, put mine in a lunchbox. I like to eat too.
They can't
so,
afford no
nah, I don't wanna
lunchbox.
fucking-
I mean,
no.
they could, but they probably spend it on that rock. But anyway,
It
so,
might sell the lunchbox. Shit.
of
Mm-mm.
course, you know what? I saw, especially in Harlem, I see the funniest shit. Like, I remember I was getting home. I think it was from a show. I think it was like a month or so ago. I'm not sure.
You can come from the strip club afterwards, but all right.
That's my business, not yours. So anyway,
Okay.
so-
Screw you.
no, thank you. I have a girlfriend. So anyway, like I said, we
I'm glad. I am so glad. I'm
we
so relieved.
are
Go ahead.
there was a guy and he had like one of those like big like things you get from like BJ's or one of those like warehouse places full of fucking cooking oil, and I don't know where the fuck he got it from, but he was trying to sell this shit, and he had it in one of those like laundry carts. Like, and it was full of like cooking oil. He's like, "What's good, young blood? You know where I can sell this shit?" I'm like, no. I'm gonna go upstairs now and forget that this ever happened. You have a good night.
This dude is so trying to get a hit that he's trying to sell some cooking oil.
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he got it from, but you know what? I don't want to know. Crackheads are resourceful, so I just put it like
Shit,
that.
You need to give me the fucking PS4. I need a crackhead
Oh,
discount.
shit,
I'll
damn.
give you $50 for a PS4.
Well, if you go to 125th in Lexington, I'm pretty sure they sell those still
Oh
there.
shit, Lexington, the place that
wow.
will never be
That's the
gentrified.
Goya,
Everywhere.
Oh yeah, the crackheads is holding strong down there.
Oh shit! And here's the funny thing though. On 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, you have a goddamn Scientology.
I
fucking
seen that
church.
shit.
You have a
You know what?
Scientology
They were on.
What?
They were on.
That's a life of gentrification or
yeah,
what? 'Cause
yeah.
That wasn't there 15 years ago.
Oh,
When I
Well,
was there.
white people weren't going past 110th Street 15 years ago, but that's another
Right, no,
conversation for another
96th
time.
Street, bro. Yeah.
But so they were originally, I think, on 118th Street and 3rd.
Yeah.
I remember that because I used to walk by there a lot because I used to hang around Spanish Harlem a lot. That's where I used to live. And now they moved over to, I think, 1st Avenue, 125th Street, right?
125th on 3rd, right next to the library over there. That's right
Okay,
next
I know
to
exactly
it.
what it is. It's by the bridge, right?
I'm walking over that and by that area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Lexington Avenue to hop on the 4 train back uptown.
Right.
I look to my goddamn left. I see a whole bunch of Ron Hubbard butts. I said, "Holy shit!"
Let me tell you. Let me say something about L. Ron Hubbard.
Do they suck goat blood in there? Or they chupacabras?
I'm pretty sure.
What the
I don't know
fuck
what
they
the
doing?
fuck. All I know is that for Scientology, there was this clusterfuck named L. Ron Hubbard. He wrote this book called Dianetics. It was a long time ago. And he died, and then they built this big ass mansion in like Los Angeles or California, wherever the fuck. And basically, they believe that aliens took him, they abducted him, and he's going to come back. So they made this big mansion for him to come back to, because they believe that he is on his way back, and that's their God. And he believes stuff like I said. That is. Like whoever makes like L. Ron Hubbard, he was smoking like acid or some shit.
Scientologists, they have a weird way. Now, apparently, according to Scientologist lore, the way the Earth was created, there was a big ass alien by the name of Zeta that just cornholed the mountain. He just cornholed the mountain, and every time he had sex with the planet Earth, all of a sudden life was created, or some dumb shit like that. I don't know.
Okay, that must have been a really good trip when they had to decide to bring that together. But listen, to each their own. That's what you want to do. I don't agree with it, but that is like some like HBO original series shit right there.
True shit.
Quite
Documentary
honestly,
type shit.
But I always said my life is original series, and I'm in season 35, so that's cool. But Nicole, So we were talking about a lot of things. So, what's your opinion on the comedy business as a whole, and where do you see yourself going from there?
That's a good question.
Any
Good question.
goals?
I think as a whole, I think it means different things to different people. For me, I'm not in it for fame. You know, if it comes down the line, I'll take it. But for me, is I'm one of them corny ass comedians. I'm doing this shit for therapy. I like to see people laugh. I like to see, bones. I call them mouth bones,
Right.
teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I like the travel. I like meeting new people, whether I eventually see if they're good or bad. I think it's all a part of the journey.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoy that. It's giving me purpose. I always want to be a comedian since I was a little girl, and now I'm
Right.
38, so I've been doing this shit about 3 years.
That's what's up.
So it took about 35 years to do it. So I was a pussy with a pussy. You know what I mean? Shit is
That's what's
scary.
up. Nothing wrong
Comedy
with
is
that.
scary as fuck.
Nothing
I
wrong
don't care
with
what
that.
nobody say. It's
It's
the
all good.
hardest
Yeah,
form
it is.
of performance ever.
Oh, for sure. Definitely for sure. I mean, there are a lot of people that believe they can do it, but they shouldn't. And there are a lot of people that should, but they don't.
Exactly. It's really true. I'm still trying to find my voice in comedy. I'm very confident where I'm going with it, but I'm also humble. So you got a lot of people that's real confident, real cocky.
Yeah, and they
I'm kind of
suck.
like in between that shit.
Yeah.
I got the
there are
humble
actually
pill.
a few
I'm still
people.
taking it.
There's actually a few people that you work with that I don't find funny at all. But as far as I'm concerned, it is what it is. Like I was talking
Right.
about Mel Harris and how he had basically. It was my first show at Broadway Comedy Club, and he was supposed to be the headliner. And he basically told me that he was stuck in traffic, and he told me this on the day of. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
what am I supposed to do? Like, if you'd have told me this, like, a lot of people like try to get over and stuff like that. Like I said, I ain't got no beef with Mel. I ain't no problem with Mel. Realistically, I don't give a fuck. Quite honestly, he looks like James Harden on crack. But anyway,
Oh no, baby, that's my dog. Like,
I don't give a.
okay,
You gotta be that could be your dog. I don't give a fuck. If he got an issue
I don't
with
know
me,
the
he got
guy.
a
I'm
concern
out of
with
it.
me. He could.
I
He
don't
could.
know.
But you know
Mel
what?
Harris, if
I
you're
don't
listening,
know.
you
But
can
that's
come
how
to the
you
show.
know.
You can
That's
come to the
going
show and you
back
can
to
debate
answer
me.
Your question. Everybody's dynamics is different.
Oh,
Everybody
I
has
agree
had
with that.
different
But my thing is,
experiences.
but let
Somebody
me
may be on
finish.
the radio talking about me, like
Nicole,
Nicole.
let
You
me
know what I'm
finish.
saying? She
Nicole,
did, so
Nicole.
who am I to knock your
I
experience?
can't.
From,
She's just going on.
huh?
Okay. All right. Okay. So hold on.
That-
I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish. But I'm gonna put it like this: people have called me headstrong. People have called me bitter. People have called me all this kind of things. My thing is this: I treat people how you treat me. And as far
Yeah, I
as
heard
I'm
you say
concerned,
that.
if
Yeah.
you have an issue with that, then you know what, you can go about yourself. I never, like I said, I do my best to not have any conflict with anybody. I will back myself up and not have the issue with that. As long as, like I said, we don't have to go there with stuff like that. I'd rather talk to you than rather whip your ass, because quite honestly, like I said, I can throw hands and I can do all that stuff like that, but we don't have to go to that. But as
Can you
far as
fight?
I'm concerned,
Can you fight?
Yeah.
listen,
he
I'm
can
5'6" and I've beaten people 7'3".
Yeah, I went to.
But
I
anyway.
went
Got
high
you.
school. I went to high
Got
school
you.
with
I
him.
feel you.
And as far as
I
I'm
mean,
concerned,
like I
it don't
said,
it don't have to go to that. But my thing is, it's a respect thing. It's about business. If you're not about business, then don't fuck with me. Don't call me. Don't come with that stuff like that. Like I've said, I've been good. I've been cordial. I've been nice. I've been all that. You know what? Fuck all that. As far as I'm concerned,
Right.
you don't want me on your show. That's cool. You don't want me doing this. That's cool too. You don't want me at your club. You want to try to ban me, whatever the fuck I said. I don't give a fucking shit,
Here's the thing, and
because I'm gonna get mines in.
Yeah.
Got you.
I agree.
Yeah, we all gonna get it in.
So,
you get it where you
like I
fit
said,
in. Get it where the chemistry is.
Mel,
right.
if you're
Everybody-
listening, I don't have no beef
Okay.
with you, no issue with you. I just, what I'm trying to tell you right now, that was fucked up. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's
Right.
move on.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, everybody experiences is different with everybody. Because I've had one or two of those experiences. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
different. I'm
And that's-
forgiving. I'm
and
a
I'm
little bit more
pretty-
forgiving. I'm a little bit more understanding. And later on in the business, I may not give a fuck no more. And I may be putting people on the spot. I
But
don't
you know
want
what?
to
It comes to a point with that. With really, I'm sorry to cut you off. It comes to a point with that where it's,
No, you've been doing it.
why are you? Why? When is enough going to be enough? When do you just let people slide? That's my issue. Like, I don't have, like I said, something about letting go. People are telling me letting things go and stuff like that, and I've done that. But you know what? At this point in the game, it is what it is. I'm going to talk about you, and I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm not going to start naming names. I'm going to start doing stuff like that, and that's issue and stuff like that. And then people want to be petty and try to do this to me and try to do stuff like that. I'm going to circumnavigate the shit because that's how I do. I adapt. I am an adapter.
Right.
I know how to do things. I know how to get around things, and you're not going to forget. I said my father was a hustler. And my grandfather was a hustler before him. So quite honestly, if y'all got issues, like I said, I know how to play the game. So like I said, if you want to go there, we can go there.
To also answer the other question, where I'm going in my where I want to go in the
Oh,
comedy
I'm sorry.
career
I'm
is,
sorry. I just forgot about this. Is all about you. My bad.
This is all therapy for all of us. Where I am going
My
to go
therapy's
is
at home.
I eventually want to do a one-woman show, which I'm still kind of pussyfooting on, but I want to do a one-woman show, mixing the theater, my theater background, comedy, and, eventually getting to that point.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm also trying to do some, full figure. I don't like that plus-size title shit, but I'm going to do full-figure modeling. And right now, I got my own little radio program called the Sugar and Chocolate Show. So, I mean, I don't have like some fancy ass response like, "Oh, I'm about to be doing this. I'm about to be on Broadway and all that shit," But I want to advance my comedy career. I'm just kind of like going with the flow with it, and also kind of put myself out there.
Yeah, and my advice to you is to take your time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you
pack heat.
Yeah, make sure you build. You're funny. Make sure you build material.
Bring that cuarto cinco with you.
Yeah. You need to build your material, and this is what you're focusing on. It usually takes 5 years for us comics to find our comedic voice, and 10 years for us to get good. So just build material. That's the only thing. My thing with me, honey, is that I have a problem with the building of material. I can't sit down, take time. I riff on stage too much.
Bring your ass to the house then. Stop bullshit. I ain't got nothing to do.
It's always good to have writing sessions. I don't know if y'all guys do that. I'm sure.
Oh, I write every day. I pretty much try to write every day because I mean outside of the, that whole bullshit with the pumpkin in the White House, because that's too easy for me. But I've been writing, like I said earlier, I've been writing since I was 8 years old. I used to write short stories. I used to always, I'm a student of the game,
Was you like 2 years old writing in your journal? Look at you.
Oh, you trying to...
You had a crayon? You had a crayon?
Yeah, that's so sweet. Don't get cut off. So anyway.
I don't give a fuck. You cut me off. My name is Mello.
So, I'm just kidding. But,
I know.
But
I don't take shit personal.
Yeah, that's the white part of you, right? So anyway, you what? This is Aaron Smith Can't Lose. If you got an issue with it, come to the studio. Come holler at your boy.
Yeah.
Like
so tell me about the other spots. How's the comedy scene in Philadelphia, honey?
That's another good question. I like the questions. The comedy scene in Philly. All right, so for me, it's been rewarding. For me personally, I'm making good connections. It's not an easy city to make laugh. I feel like for the most part, from my experience, I can only say me, and I'm not no Sesame Street bitch, but I've been getting love from the Philly comics, from black, white, male, female. We try to throw out a lot of venues every weekend. Look out for each other. I think any place or any genre, it's cliques. People in their own different groups and different things like that. But it show love to me. It's just another urban city. It's just not New York. You know what I mean? So y'all got open mics, 4 or 5 open mics every night.
Not all of them are great, but yeah, you're right.
So it's not. Philly is not no corny city with nothing going on. It's definitely popping, but it's not New York.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing,
opportunities is slightly skimmed.
All right, I feel you. I mean, but you're still doing your thing. I mean, you done a couple of shows with me. You're funny as fuck. So I said I don't fuck with just anybody. Thank you. I wish the New York comedy scene would see that, but there's so many haters and so many people on that.
They hating on you?
Oh yeah, because like I said, when you keep
because I think you light skinned. That's why.
No.
That's
it's because my name is Aaron Smith.
You ain't light.
No, my name is Aaron Smith because, like I said, I keep it real. Most people can't handle that, so it is what it is. Like I said,
and I respect it's your show. I respect your candid. But Mel, see, the difference with Mel Harris is he.
Why are we still
blessed
talking
me
about
out
this
with
asshole?
A lot of shows. So
We moved on from him. Why are we still
You
talking
said
about him? Why are we still talking about him?
He does.
He
I thought
ain't
you
here.
just mentioned him just now.
Mel
I thought
Harris.
You just mentioned him.
No, that was like what 5-10 minutes ago, Jeff.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought you just heard his name. I don't know.
What you
But
smoking, hun?
I'ma
I
mention-
need to call your weed man. I need to get that connect. What's good?
No, I ain't got no weed, man. I get high off food. That's my problem.
Yeah. So,
No, but,
Are you thinking the thighs and in the rear end area? I hear that.
yeah.
Man,
So.
I stay constipated, so there's no butt back here.
Well,
Yes.
there's a trauma for that. But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up in a couple of minutes. So, Nicole, where can the good people catch you at? Hey, you got any shows coming
good
up?
People could catch me, and the bad people could catch me on Instagram. It literally is Nicole. Nicole was with an H. I don't know why they put a fucking H in my name, but it's NICHOLE. Last
It's
name
ethnic.
Spain, like the country. That's me on Instagram, and then on Facebook, I'm literally the same name, Nicole Spain. My phone number is on there for bookings. Please do not play on my phone. I will fuck you up and find you, or find you and fuck you up. So yeah, that's how you can
Ooh,
find
do
me.
we have like a
I'm not a
gunshot
Twitter girl.
kinda
I
like
don't do the
gimmick
Twitter
like that?
shit. I don't
There
have a
we go.
website yet,
Yeah,
but it's coming. You know.
I hear you. Like I said, you're doing good. Continue to do good. Be
You as
safe.
well.
Be
Hope
well.
so.
God bless. God bless Mel Harris too. Even though he's a piece of shit to me,
That's
it's all right
we
though.
Family. At the end
No,
of the day,
no.
you are still
My family
It's
is
still a
Smith and
comedic
Lyles,
ship.
not Harris.
It's a comedianship.
No.
Y'all love
I
each
don't have
other.
no family and comedian, sweetheart. I don't have no family and comedian except for Jeffrey. That's it. Jeffrey. Big shout out to Chris Vack. That's my family. Joe Cuomo and a couple of people.
Yeah, I met some good people too.
But
too.
as
They
far
good
as I'm
guys.
concerned, I
Definitely.
have no issue with him. But like I said, with all due respect, I have no respect, as Michael Blackson would say. So as far as I'm concerned, thank you, Nicole. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having me.
And all
I
stuff
hope
like that.
you get back on the stage. I hope you have your shows again.
If I don't get banned after the show, we'll see. But I don't really give a fuck. Like
Lord.
I'll perform in front of McDonald's. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, thank you once again. Good luck to you, and I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Yep,
take
and I'll
care.
see you soon. We're not disappearing from each other. Y'all good folks. Thank y'all guys.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
honey.
Take care. God bless. All right, we're going to take another break. We'll be right back. This is Aaron Smith that Can't Lose on the Flow Network. Empire Network. Woohoo!
Your reign on the top is short like leprechauns as I crush all you whack MCs and rapper thugs. That was refreshing. Yeah. You can catch me in the Mecca, looking so mean. Blue Yankee fitted while I'm chilling with my team. And Madison Square on the sideline screaming. Coach put me in and I'm on, now I'm beasting. Hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Oh yeah. Yo, you can catch me on the front line, looking like a sergeant. BX, all the way to Jersey, will be marching. SB, Cool D, Mellow, bring the squad in. Call me Ray Moses with the flow that I be parting. Pardon me while I shoot for the art when a nigga draws. I'm Ray Charles, eyes sharp when a nigga saw. Come on, dog, you can see a nigga paw. Feeling like fuck the world, my emotions too raw. My name rings bells, I'm kicking down your door. Think you super fly, I put you in disguise like a luchador. So international, my thoughts are on tour. Shorty loves the swag, gotta slurp it through the super straw. This shit was hot about a week ago. I'm AC mixed with Zach, you still screeching though. You can hate, you still peeping though. I be riding through my old hood, running now it's time to get it in. So yeah, I'ma do me. Heard they wanted me to win, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard you thought that I was slacking, well it's time to do me. Shorty wants that satisfaction, well it's time to do me. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep 'em high. Yeah. Fly nigga catch me with a shorty. I'm from the Bronx when my nigga still pop a 40. Puerto Rican call me Barty. Shorty called the dick fat is too gaudy. Yeah, this game I'm about to kick got me feeling like some salt that your bitch about to lick. Like some alcohol, I'm about to liquor in this bitch. Then I'm out to the store to cop me a soda and a chick gon' stay grinding. I bet them red lights make you stop. It's my time, boy. I've been ticking like a watch. I'ma push the pen at the end, it's all about respect. I'm ahead of minds, how I'm standing on top of next. Wow. Pure bars if you rewind it. Say I'm ahead of mine, I guess I have to remind it. My bad, you had a declining. You wasn't all that, it's time to fall back. Now it's time to get it in, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard they wanted me to win, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard you thought that I was slacking, well, it's time to do me. Shorty wants that satisfaction, well, it's time to do me. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Who else? This shit is poppin'. All you other rappers know your shit is floppin'. Hollybugs, this shit is knocking. They sending shots, I'ma tumble with the blocking. I'm not the type to talk about I pump lead or this money. I'm trying to double up like bunk beds. I'm tired of living life broke, fuck that. This money I must stash like it's under the nose. Hold up. Ray getting funky on them. Let's rock out Bundy on them, funny on them. I go bananas, I'm a monkey on them. I'm addicted to rap. Guess what? I'm a junkie on them. I'm causing riots when the rally starts. And one when I cross lines like tally marks. Ray Pearson, I ain't with the slacking. You can call this satisfaction. Now it's time to get it in, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard they wanted me to win, so yeah, I'ma do me. Heard you thought that I was slacking, well, it's time to do me. Shorty wants that satisfaction, well, it's time to do me. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Put your hands in the air, I wanna see you keep them high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ray Pearson, welcome, welcome. Who else?
We here, we here, we here, we here, we here, yeah. That's right. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere. Look, I ain't going nowhere, yeah. We walk around like we here, we here, we here, we here, we here, yeah. That's right. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere, yeah. Step up in the club like mine, what it do, what it does like. I'm on a mission here. Quick look around, spot a few girls I can get in here. Know my taste, never was thirst, but I can't be without something thick in here. So much cake, thought it was a birthday, blow the candles out, make a wish in here. Yeah, 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 drinks, you know we gon' pour that. Facts, got hookah weed, we smoke all that. Facts, that's a true story, I won't lie. Got tools with me, got a crew with me that'll move swiftly, so don't try. Nah, look what you done started. Shorty got a wagon, she just needs somewhere to park it. If Cupid shot that arrow, I'm just hoping I'm the target. Catch me rolling up in the cut, we gon' light it up and just spark like we here. We here, we here, we here, we here, yeah. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere. Look, I ain't going nowhere, yeah. We walk around like we here. My squad do what we want. Same dudes that are flame tools, but we came through just to stun. What you looking at me for? You can look but don't touch. I am hot like when the pot's right, they calling me to cook up. She says she a real one, baby girl, I'm the same. So somewhere on your body, I'm tattooing my name. Got a different flow for every day of the week, but I'm never gonna change. Got a grip to blow, it's not difficult. If you just stay in your lane, follow me, let's breeze. Go wherever I go. When I shine and you shine, you glow whenever I glow. Speeding through them stop signs, it's a green light all over. Step aside when I'm repping mines, get moved on to move over. We here, we here, we here, we here, we here, yeah. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere. Look, I ain't going nowhere, yeah. We walk around like we here. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere.
We're back and we have a caller. Hello, you are on the air.
Hey, what's up, Aaron?
Orlando Pipes in the building.
What's up, man?
Hey, what up, my brothers? How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, we doing good.
Oh, I'm good. I got this Corona dark, and that's just getting started.
Yeah,
but how you doing?
Aaron's riffing over here.
Oh, I'm just cutting ass on everybody. It's Friday. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it, man. I got some Clementine Kush rolled up right here.
Ooh, all right,
yeah.
party.
Give it a round of applause for
shout
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is Clementine Kush? I never heard of that strain. Can you tell me?
Clementine Kush is a Colorado strain.
Oh, Rocky Mountain High, huh?
Yeah, that's why he called it Clementine. When he said Clementine, I said it got to be from
I
Colorado.
believe John Denver was a smoker. I do remember that when he was alive. He used to smoke a lot of pot. But big shout out to Orlando Pipes. Thank you for coming on the show. Why don't you tell the good people a little about yourself?
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Anytime. Thank you for coming.
My name is Orlando Pipes, man. I basically we do wrestling on the East Coast and the West Coast, and I just like talking a lot of shit on social media. Hopefully people don't take my social media too serious.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of people. They take the wrong thing too seriously, and they need to take the right thing seriously, and that's the issue. I'm like, I post a meme about something I think that was funny, and my friends think it's funny, and then people will hit me up like, I don't like that. Well, it's this little button called unfollow, and you can click on that, and if you don't like it, then you could do that. If not, you could politely go fuck yourself. That is the top. That is the theme of the night. Go fuck yourself with a loaf of bread.
Exactly. That's how I be feeling, man. They can hit that wow button all they want.
For sure. Yeah. So what's the name of your wrestling promotion?
We got one over here. The one in New York is called NYC Wrestling, and the one in California is called Bar Wrestling.
Oh, I'm familiar with both. For sure.
Yeah.
I'm a big wrestling fan. You know that. We talk shit online about that a lot. So.
Oh, that's great. So, being that you're a wrestler, what do you feel about the situation with they are scared to perform over Saudi Arabia?
Well, that actually was today. That was actually earlier in the afternoon. It was called the Crown Jewel. Orlando, I'm going to let you talk about that a little bit in a minute. Basically, because of that journalist that was killed, there were a lot of people that were concerned about their safety and going over there. I believe John Cena did not go and Daniel Bryan did not go, so they had to rearrange a couple of matches and stuff like that. But Orlando, what's your thoughts on the Crown Jewel?
Shit, man. Me personally, if I'm a wrestler, as long as they let me smoke weed over there, I'm out there.
I'm not sure about Saudi Arabia. I mean, they're pretty like tight with a whole bunch of shit. Like they don't let women dress the way they want.
They got Arabian Kush,
man.
Like that's
that.
A strand. They do have a strand of weed.
They got the hashish shit out there.
Yeah.
Does it have airline fluid in it?
Oh shit.
I don't give a fuck. This is Aaron Swift Can't Lose.
Holy shit.
But
as long as they let me smoke, I'm comfortable.
I feel you. I mean, I didn't watch it. My friend had told me about it earlier, and I think they made Brock Lesnar champion again. I started laughing. But anyway, shout out to Bar Wrestling, shout out to NYC Wrestling. So how long did you how long have you been in promotion? How long has the promotions been in, how many years, stuff like that?
I went to a show a couple of years ago out here. I mean, I was a big wrestling fan, but then, it got kind of whack, as I grew older.
For sure.
So, I go to a pro wrestling magic show in Richfield Park, New Jersey. It was a December show. They had Cody Rhodes. That was probably the night after he said he was going to be down with the Bullet Club.
Right.
So, me and my brother-in-law, we smoking weed up in here, and, it came up on the Facebook ads. I'm like, let's go check this shit out. So we go check it out. I see a packed house.
Mm-hmm.
I said, damn, I started doing the math real quick. I said, we could do this.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I kind of share your sentiments with the current wrestling, I guess, the product pretty much, because quite honestly, I'm a wrestling fan. I do consider myself still a big wrestling fan, but my only issue is that the current product is the drizzling shits. And you have WWE, which is number one. You have a couple of indie promotions like yourself that are doing well. You have Ring of Honor. You have Impact Wrestling and a couple of things. But everybody talks about WWE because that's all that's in their mouth. And quite honestly, like I can't really sit through a Raw like for 3 hours because like I'm like, this shit is horrible. Like,
I don't watch that shit no more. I DVR it and I still don't watch it.
I don't even. You know what I do? I read the dirt sheets and I'm like, fuck it. Like I just like picture the shit in my head and I'm like, I just keep it moving.
That shit is just taking up space on my DVR.
Yeah.
I mean, it's come to the point where it's so bad. Like you can predict the matches as they go along. If you're a fan like you and me. Like, you can really, like, okay, he's going to do this. All right, he's going to be a reversal. Okay, all right, he's going to hit this guy. And then, next thing oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
It's funny. When I was predicting matches all the way back in the Rock and Chris Jericho rivalry for the Undisputed Champion.
Well, that was more entertaining than this now.
Yeah, but I started to predict the matches back then. I said, I don't know if I knew that's when it started to get bad, when they started doing that Undisputed Champion shit. They started doing the fucking draft and all this other crap. That's when it started to tee off.
I believe that's part of it. And I also believe when that whole XFL debacle, Orlando, I know you know that shit.
Yeah, so
like,
I heard you're trying to do it again.
Oh, yeah, I think next year, right? Or 2020, one of those two. But, I mean, if they ain't signing Kaepernick, I'm not watching it. But
yeah, but the whole point of Vince McMahon, he's a Republican. The people are getting
well,
tired.
his wife is in the White House.
Yeah,
his wife is she has a cabinet position.
Yeah, she's a Republican, so they're Republicans.
She's ugly as fuck too.
Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, I've seen some old women that are really pretty, but like she looks like Jack Skellington with skin.
I don't know how she looked like she was younger.
One old thing I could get is that Kardashian, that Jenner lady.
Oh yeah, she'll throw the pussy at you real quick.
Oh dude, I'll nut at her.
Oh for sure.
Oh yeah, she's a sugar mama.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll make love to her.
Oh yeah,
Sugar
who
mama.
wouldn't? Shit, she worth money. Yeah.
Yeah, old ass, old.
Yeah.
Old cougar ass.
I mean, she
Jumping
told
black
she
men's
told all her
bones.
her daughters how to hoe, so it's all right, Whatever.
No, I mean, that's some shit you gotta eat the box.
For sure. Not sure about that. I don't just eat anybody. Like I said, only girl I'm going down on is mine, so I'm good.
That's a Kardashian box.
I mean, like Kim pretty much has a haunted house down there. So, like, you got Reggie Bush, you got Chris Humphries, you got the New York Mets, you
This
have...
nigga said it's a haunted house. There's ghosts and goblins in this fucking pussy. This is
Oh,
what
for
she's
sure.
saying. He's saying there's ghosts and goblins in this fucking pussy. You saying she got a poltergeist snatch?
Oh,
Mr.
I
Adams? You
really
saying she
think
got a
so.
poltergeist snatch? So
She's been ran through more than the Holland Tunnel. I mean, quite honestly, you have to think about that. I mean, if you really, like I said, I mean, she's fine. I give you that. But like, she like the great Roger Dangerfield would you say, she's like a doorknob. Everybody gets a turn.
Damn. See,
But
She's pretty much done with Kanye, man. So one of y'all can have your turn there.
nigga,
Nah,
I don't
I'm
want to
good.
turn. I'm good.
like I said, listen, look, we were talking about Kanye earlier.
I want
like,
that Kendall. I need something young.
Now I like Kylie, but Kylie fucked with the whole BET freshman freestyle class of 2000.
Yeah, she stayed. Like Kendall.
She probably
I
got
like
Jack
Kendall.
21 that now.
I like Kendall because she's smooth with it. She real quiet.
But she ain't got no ass though. That shit.
Hey, she's a supermodel.
She can't
She's
buy one?
quiet. She doesn't want to buy one. She's a model.
Oh, that's right.
She's a supermodel.
A lot
so
of
she
the
gotta-
stiff as the board. That's their motto.
Exactly. She's actually what they consider a thick model. She's actually a thick model.
Oh, so she's over 110 pounds.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So, Orlando, so we talked about the business. We talked about your promotions, NYC Wrestling, Bar Wrestling. I would love to definitely have, like, a collab, definitely, like, come to a couple of shows, chill out with y'all, hang out with the boys. Like I said, I've always been a big wrestling fan. I've always been, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you have, and as well as Jeffrey, we grew up with, like, the 80s and the 90s, with the golden era and the attitude era. I believe, quite honestly, the attitude era was the best era in WWE history. Quite
It is
honestly,
the best
the
era
Monday
of
night
WWE.
the Monday night wars between WCW and WWE were honestly like my personal favorite. But anything that you personally like, or anything that memories you have of anything involving wrestling, doesn't have to be promotion. It could be your own shit.
Shit, as far as wrestling, man, I see a product that's just so watered down, and as far as like WWE, I like more of the indie promotions, where
Same.
people get creative,
Definitely.
they do the matchups that we want to see. We don't have to wait for certain matchups.
I agree too. I mean, I have to give a shout out to my best friend of 20 years, Ryan Mahoney, who's been he's a big wrestling fan. Big shout out to him. And he's really into like independent wrestling, and he's putting me onto a whole lot of shit that I didn't even know existed. So
Yeah,
big shout out to him.
I can
and
imagine.
quite honestly, I think that independent wrestling, they're allowed to be a lot more creative. They're allowed to do a lot more things, do stuff like that. Whereas like WWE is like, you do this, you do that, and you have a lot of they're a public company. They have a board of directors, so Vince McMahon, even he has to answer to them. So I'm not really a big fan of the
PG bullshit.
Exactly. I'm not really a fan of the main roster. I like NXT, because that's Triple H's thing. I mean, that's the only thing that he's done right. But anyway, I'm sorry, Stephanie, he's done right too.
Stephanie, he's done right. That's
Oh,
the best
Stephanie,
thing he
that's the best move. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
About
for
Triple H.
sure.
Triple H is the game. Okay?
Oh, he plays the game.
He has no
sure.
equal. If you hear rumors about Triple H, this dude is a backstage politic monster. He plays.
He's the Ric Flair of this era.
Oh yeah, he's the game. No
I mean,
question.
he's always been a good wrestler.
Oh yeah.
But I don't. As far as great, in my opinion, not really. I mean, Orlando, what do you think about Paul Triple H Levesque?
Triple H, man, I really wasn't too into him when he was wrestling.
Remember the gimmick, the first gimmick he had, where he was like a British Blue Blood or whatever the fuck, Connecticut Blue Blood or some shit like that.
Triple H.
Yeah, he did that bullshit. Yeah,
I'm with William Regal. And I'm a pompous.
Oh, the
prick.
Blue Bloods were awesome in WCW. I like that. But when he came to WWE,
first, right?
he was in WCW first. Yes.
Yeah, he was terrorizing. Or something
Terrorizing. That what a name, right? Yeah.
Imagine if he would have stood there.
Oh, not there'll be no NXT.
Yeah, they would.
Quite honestly, I mean
be.
WCW was, like I said, like they had like really shitty people running it, and then they had people like you just listen. You can't listen to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say people no. I mean, I think WCW still would have been around if they were like run a little better, because there were some things that I did prefer over WWE when back in the 90s. But yeah,
I heard Hulk Hogan ran that shit to the ground.
Well, Hulk Hogan runs everything into the ground. Quite honestly.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and his boy Eric Bischoff ran that shit into the
Bischoff?
ground. Bischoff ran that shit to the ground.
Bitchoff. Bischoff.
Eric
but
Bischoff.
I think we respect Hogan a little bit. If it wasn't for him being NWO, they would never be able to take WWE.
Oh, for sure, because like that whole red and yellow shit was pretty much old and like worn out. So for him to turn heel, that was gold, man.
No, that was one of the greatest moves in Hulk Hogan's career, becoming a heel, and he was one of the greatest heels.
Oh, by far.
He's one of the greatest heels ever.
Oh, okay. Orlando, top 5 heels. Give it to me.
Top 5 heels?
For yourself, yes.
I like The Rock when he was a heel.
Okay.
I like Stone Cold when he was a heel. I was Sonny Steve back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Hollywood Blondes.
The Hollywood Blondes.
For sure.
Ric Flair has to be one of the best heels when he's a heel.
Great talker. Definitely. Flamboyant.
Who else would I give it to? McMahon is the greatest heel of all time.
Oh, by far. I mean, the only guy to basically, pretty much tell, fuck you to the business. I'm going to make money, and I'm going to buy all you out, and I'm going to fucking own everything. So, for sure.
You bought everything.
Jeffrey, top 5 heels.
Top
in
5
wrestling.
heels. Okay.
Your personal top 5.
Heels. Undertaker, when he first came out, he was kind of a heel.
You talk about the Widow's Peak Undertaker,
Oh, yeah,
Legacy of Darkness, Ministry of Darkness, whatever the fuck have you.
Ministry of Darkness. He was
Oh
a
yeah,
heel.
yeah, that was a
When
bad
I'm
motherfucker.
talking about when the Undertaker first came out. When
with the
everybody was
gray
scared
gloves
of-
and shit. You remember that,
Everybody
Orlando, right?
was scared of him.
Orlando, you remember the Undertaker with the gray gloves and shit, right?
Oh yeah, that he had one of those moments at the Royal Rumble when he came out and fucked like 10 people up.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Was
that's
it the Royal Rumble or Survivor Series? He had the
I think he made his debut at Survivor Series 90. I
Yeah.
can't confirm
it
that.
was the Survivor Series. But
Yeah.
he was a great.
Oh, for sure.
Undertaker.
And pairing him with fucking Paul Bearer was awesome.
Yeah, great heel. Yokozuna, another heel.
Oh yeah.
Papa Shango.
AKA the Godfather.
Yeah, remember it was Papa Shango? No.
You can't
It
forget
wasn't
Razor
just
Ramon.
him.
Razor Ramon was the perfect heel.
Oh, Scott Hall, so big shot. Yeah, that's my
Razor
dude.
Ramon. Oh, what about the Nation of Domination? They was heels.
Yes, they were.
The Nation of Domination.
Mm-hmm.
You had Papa Shango. You had The Rock.
You had
You
D'Lo
had
Brown.
Farouk, and you had D'Lo Brown.
Yeah. Basically, you know, they were like the 5%ers on Lenox Avenue with money.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, top 5 would definitely be Roddy Piper,
Oh,
Jake the Snake Roberts,
how could I forget about Rock?
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
How could I forget about Ted DiBiase?
Let's see, heels. Edge.
Yeah.
Edge was like the ultimate heel, and I prefer Jericho as a heel. He can pretty much play like whatever he wants because Jericho's fucking awesome. But Jericho as a
is so
heel is
talented.
fucking great.
Chris Jericho's one of the most talented one of my favorite wrestlers. WCW, WWE, I don't care.
Oh, for sure.
The Walls of Jericho.
Right. So, all right. So that's what's up. We talked enough wrestling. So, Orlando, you were supposed to come into the studio today. What happened, bro?
Man, you know how that shit go, man. My baby mom was supposed to take my daughter, and she found out I got a white girl, and for Spanish women and black women, you could go with anybody else but a white girl.
Yeah, I know that too. I mean, my girl is half white, so I can't really argue that. But aren't we all, Jeffrey? Aren't we all black when the lights go out?
Yeah, well, but you know how women of color are. They don't like that shit. They don't like that shit.
But
we got
they'll
to do a show about that.
But they're real quick to go and mess with a white guy, though.
Oh, we got to do the show about that next time.
Oh, that'll be next week.
Because
for sure.
Week. We really need to talk about
Slims,
that
remind me next week. Definitely, for sure.
Shit, but yo, there's a privilege to white women, man. They say they freaky. They really are.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, if you're in love, what color? What does it matter what color you are? If you really like the girl, what color does it matter who you are? I mean, like, you're gonna fuck whoever you want to fuck anyway. So, why bother with all that, like, nonsense and stuff like that? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like, I'm in my family, we're all mixed up. We have all kinds of fucking, like, black, Spanish, white, all kinds of shit. I mean, if you really think about it, you go back to slavery. I mean, we all got a little white in us anyway.
Listen.
So what does it fucking matter? But
honestly, what race you think is the freakiest race, in your opinion?
Oh, white girls, for sure.
Yo,
everybody
my
says
white
it's
girl-
white
my
girls.
white girl's so freaky, brother. She said, "Yo, call your last girlfriend. Let's fuck her together."
Wow, that's awesome. You better not leave that bitch.
She like that.
Oh yeah. You
I
treat her good, son.
I told her after that night she won.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, that's a keeper for sure. But like I said, you wanna date who you wanna date. You wanna fuck whoever you wanna fuck. More power to you. As long as you ain't fucking with me or in mine, I'm good as far as I'm concerned. It is what it is. You wanna fuck a fucking giraffe or like here, more power to you.
Yeah.
Nah, the giraffe. They go with the giraffe.
I mean, I've been high as giraffe pussy, but I wouldn't fuck giraffe pussy.
Man, there's some ugly pussy out there, man.
Oh, for sure. But you know what?
Fucking duckling, ugly.
There's two things in this world that run it. There's pussy and money. I mean, you can be the ugliest female, but you still gonna get laid because guys are desperate.
Pussy's recession proof, and them
Oh,
bitches
for
always
sure.
be up.
Pussy, liquor, and McDonald's. I think that's my top 3 for recession proof.
Recession proof income. I got to. What's my top 3 for recession? You got pussy.
Let me know what's up with that.
Top
What's your top 3? Oh, you could even do a top 5 if you want.
Top 3: pussy, the internet, and I don't know, alcohol, booze.
For sure.
Yeah,
everybody wants to get drunk, even if they're in a good mood or bad mood, whatever the fuck have you.
Alcohol.
You know, like I said, these Corona dogs are right, but I need to get some a little heavier. This is the pregame, so when I get home, I'll do the postgame.
You gotta get that Hennessy privilege.
I'm not really a big fan of Hennessy, but like if somebody buys it, I'll drink it. I'm more like a Jack Daniels guy.
Coke and Jack.
Some I like Jim Beam. I like Jameson. Shit like that. But Henny's okay.
Oh, you like that shit that come out your pores?
For sure. I'm part Native American, so there you go. Quote unquote. I still want the Virgo that. I'm like I don't want to do that DNA test shit. Like the government have my fucking shit and they want to clone me and all that stuff, which would be fucking cool. Like quite honestly, I don't think they don't want another Aaron Smith. Whatever.
Listen, if you 25% of Native American blood, that means you get free health care and you don't have to pay
Cherokee.
no taxes.
Shit, I want my casino. Fuck that.
23 is me.
I'm gonna change my name to Chief Slapperho.
Chief Slapperho. Not Chief Navajo, Chief Slapperho.
For sure. How. But anyway, so about NYC wrestling and bar wrestling. So like what kind of type of matches do you guys have? I mean, like what is your like whole shtick, if you will?
Well, NYC wrestling is something we came up with Jarrell and other guys independently. As far as like a hip hop kind of company, give it that hip hop vibe.
That's cool.
Bar wrestling, Joey Ryan came up with it.
Is that the guy that grabs everybody's dick?
Yeah, the grab my dick guy, man.
Oh,
He's cool
Lord
as
have
fuck.
mercy. God bless him.
The guy looks out, man. This guy's a genius in wrestling, man.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of his matches. He's pretty good.
Yeah, but he be going around grabbing dicks. I can't fuck with that shit.
That's like Vince Russo to the extreme.
How you grab?
Do you remember Vince Russo back in the day?
I can't be doing that. These fucking white men with their fucking grabbing dicks and doing circle jerks. I don't understand this shit, man.
Everybody has a gimmick. What
gimmick?
can you do?
That's gayic. That's what it is. It's gayic.
Yeah.
Gimmick.
I
Is
give
gayic.
I give you that. So definitely want to do some more definitely more collaborations with you guys. If that's cool, NYC wrestling and bar wrestling. Like I said, I am a big wrestling fan. Anytime you need me to come through, definitely hit me up. Like I said, I have no issue like doing that. I would prefer your guys' product over the mainstream. So anyway, definitely let me know when you got a show coming up or what have you. I'll be there for sure.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Thank you guys for having me on today.
Thank you for coming. So, Orlando, do you have any shows coming up? Anybody? I mean, I know that you're pretty much on the West Coast, but
in this area,
it does. Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
In California, we just had one last night, and we're gonna have another one November 15th called Tesselmania.
Mm-hmm.
Proceeds to that one's going to testicular cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
That's great.
So yeah, it's a lot of good things going on, man, out here in the world of wrestling, man. We're just trying to change it a little bit, that's all.
Hey, like I said, your shit and everybody else indie shit is a lot better and a lot more entertaining than this whole Monday Night Raw 3 hour. I mean, SmackDown's okay. I mean, it's a lot more manageable than fucking Raw, but like I said, I prefer y'all guys shit over anything. But thank you, Orlando. Big shout out to Orlando Pipes for coming on the show. You are welcome anytime. You know that. Definitely send me the information on Messenger or Facebook. I'll definitely post that on my social media networks. But once again, thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, thank you, my brother. Have a good night, guys.
Anytime. Orlando Pipes, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out, round of applause.
No problem.
All right, we're going to get ready to wrap it up in a few minutes. We're going to take our last break. This is the FLO Network, and this is Aaron Smith Can't Lose. Be right back. Don't go nowhere.
We here, we here, we here, we here, we here, that's right. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere. Look, I ain't going nowhere, We walk around like we here, we here, we here, we here, we here, that's right. But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere, Step up in the club like mine, what it do, what it does like. I'm on a mission here. Quick look around, spot a few girls I can get in here. Know my taste, never was thirst, but I can't be without something thick in here. So much cake, thought it was a birthday, blow the candles out, make a wish in here. Yeah, drinks, you know we gon' pour that. Facts, got hookah weed, we smoke all that. Facts, that's a true story, I won't lie. Got tools with me, got a crew with me that'll move swiftly, so don't try. Nah, look what you done started. Shorty got a wagon, she just needs somewhere to park it. If Cupid shot that arrow, I'm just hoping I'm the target. Catch me rolling up in the cut, we gon' light it up and just spark like we here. We here, we here, we here, we here, But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere. Look, I ain't going nowhere, We walk around like we here. My squad do what we want. Same dudes that are flame tools, but we came through just to stun. What you looking at me for? You can look but don't touch. I am hot like when the pot's right, they calling me to cook up. She says she a real one, baby girl I'm the same. So somewhere on your body I'm tattooing my name. Got a different flow for every day of the week, but I'm never gonna change. Got a grip to blow, it's not difficult if you just stay in your lane. Follow me, let's breeze. Go wherever I go. When I shine and you shine, you glow whenever I glow. Speeding through them stop signs, it's a green light all over. Step aside when I'm repping mines, get moved on to move over. We here, we here, we here, we here, we here, But I ain't going nowhere, nowhere. Look, I ain't going nowhere, We walk around like we here.
Back and forth and play this cat and mouse game. It is what it is. If you with it, let me know from the beginning. What it's gonna be. Yeah.
So what's it gonna be, baby girl? Cause you acting like you're trying to come home. Me, girl. So acting like come home. You, girl. You're not really trying to roll. Come on.
Hop in the whip, I'm about to roll. Dismissing all these bitches hitting up the phone. I'm headed to the spot just to be alone. I step there and get a table while I'm in the zone. Something like one bottle just to be social. Hitting Twitter, let my hitters know I'm chilling local. And I'm sipping while I'm sitting solo. I'm just different bass hitting while I'm listening to total. A lot of things on the floor shaking. Each one got me more patient. I see when I'm like, Lord gracious. Let's see what it's gonna take us. I told her, I wanna see you on the floor naked. She laughed. She looked at me and said, this boy crazy. Then she looked at me and said she overdated. Then I looked at her and said, I'm so persuasive. Then I grabbed her by the hand, headed to the table. It's glasses after glasses, getting more acquainted. The liquor make these women show their true colors. Brown and brown equals black when it's undercovers. It could all start with a couple lick, and they can end with you. And in between, I be it's blindfolded sex, you don't know who you fucking with. She said the party done, let's get out of here. I said the party starts when we out of here. By the end of the night, we can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your Wi-Fi. So what it's gonna be,
baby girl? You're tryna come home.
acting like it's your ass.
Come home. Really tryna roll.
You ain't tryna leave. Okay, let go. Now what you gonna do? Cause I already know what you wanna do. And I can tell that you can tell that I'm wanting you. And I ain't with the game, so I'm laying in front of you. So now it's your decision. Because your decision, it will lead to more decisions. And the more decisions we have is for more positions. Both our wrists handcuffed together, fucking co-defendants. I'm trying to get you alone, girl. And ain't nobody trying to fuck your buck-tooth home, girl. So leave her by herself right there where she's supposed to be. And bring your sexy ass more close to me. Let's have a toast to me. To this cause for a celebration. Let's say cheers to the crib with the betters waiting. Soon as we friend up, where you gon' end up? In a room that's tremendous, in the mood getting bit up. Now tell me how that sound, cause I get around like Tupac if you not down. But you need up. If you ain't with it, gotta let me know. If you ain't with it, I ain't flipping, I'll let you go. So call me a loser. I don't get mad, I just call you an Uber. I dig on your cab, and if you want me to do you, then getting relaxed, looking thick in the passenger seat when we pulling out. Now all the stops are pulling out. I see you staring, so I dare your mama pull it out. By the end of the night, you can both get right. I'm not here just to find me your Wi-Fi. So what it's gonna be,
baby girl? You're tryna come home.
go. She took me to the top floor. Now she gives me a private show.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. We gotta head out in here a little bit. I do know Election Day is coming up on Tuesday. Jeffrey, you have anything on that you want to talk about?
Yeah, as we all know, we need better politicians.
Sure, on
we
both sides.
need better politicians on both sides. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should vote, but I will say that I'm voting, and hopefully that we can get a change over in government. It won't be the same nonsense. Maybe we can finally make a push back on this president that is endorsing and empowering the wrong type of American. We have a young black kid that got lynched. We have a crazy anti-Semitic that shot up a synagogue. We got another fool that is sending bombs to President Obama and Secretary Clinton.
I'm kind of like jealous because I wasn't sent a bomb, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic. Honestly.
Yeah, I know. We just we need, it's getting to a time we're regressing, and hopefully it'll get better.
I hope so. I hope people learned their lesson, but if you repeat history, you're doomed to have it happen again. My thing is I've never been voting a party person. I voted my conscience, and that's why I recommend people to do as well. I believe, like I said, here in New York, it's pretty much cut and dry with most of the candidates. I believe that most of the incumbents, in my opinion, will be reelected, but there's a lot of battleground states like as Texas and Florida and Arizona. And those people need to get out there and go and vote, and and hear your voice and raise your voice, because it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
and I believe that
Arizona is a very important state because, may he rest in peace, whether you like him or not, Senator John McCain has passed away.
Yeah,
and Arizona is up for grabs.
Oh, for sure. And I believe that, in my opinion, the Dems got a lot more of a chance in the House than the Senate, because there's a lot more opportunity, I believe, in the House of Representatives than the actual Senate. But you never know. So I mean, we'll believe and we'll see what's happening, because if you stay home and you complain, you bitch, then that's on you. I mean, you get up, you get out, you vote, you do what you got to do. And especially here in New York State, there are a whole bunch of referendums, so turn that ballot around. There's a lot of more things going on that you need to pay attention to. Whatever social, whatever internet, whatever platform you have, Google it. Definitely look that up, because there are a lot of things that will affect you. So don't just vote for the people. Turn that ballot around and flip that over and check that out as well.
Yes, and I can't say it better myself, Aaron. So I want everybody to have a good week. Be blessed, and we'll talk about the results of the election.
Oh, we definitely will. And as far as I'm concerned, like I said, and I've also talked about it earlier, like I said, you have your opinion, and like I have mine, you're entitled to it. If you have any issue or any concern or anything that you have to say that you disagree with, I welcome you to come to the studio. Don't bring no bullshit. Keep that outside, because we like it here. We want to stay here. But if you have an issue and if you have an opinion that you disagree with, then definitely come on the show. I welcome you to come on and talk about it.
No.
And if not, that's cool too, because either way, you can go fuck yourself. This is Aaron Smith. I want to thank Jeffrey Frazier, my co-host. I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicole Spain and Orlando Pipes for calling in. Thank you so much. You make this show what it is. And we will definitely see you next week and talk about the election and whatever the fuck I have a couple of haps, like that. So once again, this is Aaron Smith Can't Lose on the FLO Empire Network. Thank you and good night. We will see you next week.